Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, for some more Hearthstone. I've thrown the Demon Hunter in the trash. I couldn't make that Mimi deck work. And I say Mimi, I thought the deck actually had some nice positives to it. Instead I've brought out a Paladin deck. And this one is really Mimi. If you thought like my Demon Hunter stuff was, you know, a bit unhinged, this is truly unhinged. Because I've put Bungar in a deck. I've bunged him in here. It is Bungar's Dancing Paladin, as I'm calling it. Basically, the premise of this deck is, back in the Sunkern City, there was a card called, I think it was called To the Front Lines, which summoned, or it filled your field, and both fields for that matter, with minions from your deck. And the idea of that deck was you tutored your deck in such a way that you only had big stuff in it, so that the symmetrical effect was actually asymmetrically in your favour. Also, summoning a bunch of stuff to the field was nice if your deck had very few battle cries in it, because battle cries don't get the advantage of going off when they are summoned. I've kind of lent into that idea again. Kangor is still in standard, by the way. He sees no play in like any deck until now. Kangor he's gonna come back, I promise you. So this deck is basically, in my early game, is just spells. And I'm going to try and play like a controlling matchup and just try and stay alive until I can get to stuff like Kangor and Dungar and Lead Dancer and Amatus and Pipsy, that type of thing. I want to get into my big cards. Then the two big payoffs are, if I hit a Kangor and my opponent does, you know, a Tsunami, for example. Let's say they do a Tsunami. My opponent would normally not want to hit Kangor, but they can't not hit Kangor. Well, unless they get lucky. But it's random attack, so hitting deathrattle minions with the Tsunami is pretty good for the deathrattle player, so this deck has a few deathrattles in it. Kangor being one of them, then it cheats out a big guy, hopefully for me. Lead Dancer is also in the deck if one of the Tsunamis hits the Lead Dancer. I get potentially a pretty good roll. I could hit from the Lead Dancer Amatus, which again is a really good answer. I could hit Sanctizel, which becomes some sort of wally type thing, which is again pretty nice for me. And maybe we'll get some like Tyrion as well. Just big taunt minions to keep me alive, and just value upon value upon value. To go with all of this, I've had to manufacture my deck in a really kind of cursed way. Because I want Grillmaster in my deck to tutor for Dungar or Bungar, I've decided to put no other 9 drops in the deck, or any 10 drops, which is unfortunate because one card I would really like to run in the deck is a Noya Troop, but I've decided to cut it from the list, just so that we can show off Bungar. I actually think the list would be way better without Bungar. This also has meant that I've put Ziliax into this cursed form where he has got Taunt, Lifesteal, Rush, which is good for Pipsy. However, because I didn't want him to cost 9 or more, I've ended up putting on more stats onto the card, just so it's a bigger wall. And we don't really care about doing 3 damage to our face, because it has lifesteal. So I think we get it back, I believe, is the interaction on that. I hope it is. So yeah, we're a control deck until we hit, like, Kangor. And then when we hit, like, the Kangor Lead Dancer turns, we become a disgusting value deck. And hopefully stuff will just stick to the board. Like, my idea with Bungar here, because it isn't going to tutor for 3 specific cards. And sure, we're going to low roll occasionally hit a Grillmaster. But generally speaking, everything else is fine. And a lot of other stuff generates more stuff on top of that. So I'm hoping that we can put up just this impregnable wall and then defeat my opponent with it. That is the game plan. Do I actually think this is going to work? Probably not. Probably not. But other than this, I can't think of too many other good uses for Bungar. The aim, by the way, for today is to win 1 game. I don't think we're going to go positive with this.
Versus
the other, like, slight side objective is actually I want to see how good Kangor is into Mage, if we do get a Kangor.
All will shine on the dance floor.
Okay, debatably I should keep Bungar in my hand, since it's part of the cause of me playing this deck. Obviously, as well, there are some questionable spells in here, like Whack and all. It kind of has to be in here because there's so few spells below. Well, I say below. There are so few cheap control-y spells in Paladin, just a few control spells in general. You kind of have to pick some fairly weaker stuff. And I'd put Whack-a-Mole in that category. It's fairly weak. We can high roll the Whack-a-Moles. There's probably some pretty good Paladin weapons from the past. And in fact, Valanir, I think, would be in here. Okay, no Valanir. I'd probably want something a little bit earlier. We do have Divine Shield minions, so it's not completely inconceivable that Rallying Blade does something. I'm actually going to grab the Rallying Blade. Just because I could play it on 3, it's a more control-y orientated weapon. Forging in Death Knight is interesting. Oh, I also should never push the button, or I should very, very rarely push the button. Because I've got tears in this deck. So I don't want to put Silver Hands in my tear pool. I did actually have tear in the deck just before I started recording, but I took it out. There's actually so few good 2 and 4 drops if you don't run the Earthen package. And I decided to not run the Earthen package. Anyway, we play a 3-mana 4/3 weapon.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
Now, funnily enough, my opponent being probably a control deck might be able to deal with my shenanigans. And by might, they almost certainly can deal with my shenanigans. So this might be a bad matchup for me. To be fair, I think every matchup might be a bad matchup for me. Uh, 3, 6, 8. That would put me to 10 if I don't play something on top of it. You know, I'm not in a rush to Grillmaster anymore because I've already got Bungar. So all I'm doing is drawing Tyrion, which actually maybe I shouldn't be doing, now that I think about it.
I will survive.
The Titan's blade shall never die!
Coin Bungar incoming.
I will survive.
Do I just burn the last drink? Because I do kind of need to use a card. Or I just use this. You know what? I'm fine with that. 3, 6, 9. I can Grillmaster for a Divine Brew, but I don't really want to draw Tyrion. I kind of want to burn a card, but at the same time I can't burn any cards. So I guess I won't. I pass.
I ain't talking!
Picture the adventure of a lifetime.
By the light of the mirror.
My Bungar! It's the whole point of my deck. Okay, whatever.
Stakes.
So I give something 3 attack. We give that to Dungar.
Your destination awaits. Smoke ya.
Okay. Alright, we lose Bungar, but it's not the end of the world just yet. I should probably start attacking, though.
You look tasty.
Because I'm going to break the weapon for Tyrion's weapon at some point. Ah, I forgot I put Vacation Planning in this deck as well, which is not ideal with Tyr. But I wanted to test new card. Also, I thought I might need some refill. Do I want to burn an equality here? Not really. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I think this is actually such a bad card to put into this deck. Okay. Well, now that I've done Silverhand recruits, I guess we'll push the button. You know what? Maybe I'll take that out of the deck instantaneously. It's fine. It's a waste.
My blood for the Lich King! I will survive!
Don't test me, child.
You know what? He's going to pop it anyway. It feels such a waste to lose the Divine Shield, but... Alright, you know what, YouTube? You got to see the new card in all its glory. I healed 4, I generated some silver hands, and it instantaneously exploded. That's vacation planning for you. Yeah, you can't attack face.
My dreadnoughts.
Alright, discovered. Cool. Alright, I think we're going to not be able to push 14 damage to the face because I can't attack with that. We're definitely going to be attacking though.
Light
Don't
guide
test
my
me,
patience.
child.
Draw last, of course.
Job's done.
Okay.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Okay.
Armor.
Sure.
Armor. Lightly used armor.
Ah, Kangor is... Oh, I have no minions in hand. Unfortunate. So Tyr is odds on to give me a silver hand. At least one. So the question is, do I actually do it? And I guess the answer to that is probably not.
Light guide my patience.
I could double consecrate. It's a bit of a waste, but...
I purify my enemies. I purify my enemies.
You know what? I accept the pool being diluted. That's fine. Alright, Leon... Whatever you called? You're useless. Where are my big guys? I actually think I've undercooked my big guys.
I will survive.
To battle!
I can't just play Kangor on the board. I think it's actually a troll play.
Reporting for duty.
I pass. It's okay, they're only getting 16 armor a turn and doing 10 damage to me. This is fine. Misplay. Missed 2 damage. Might as well just swung the face because it dies at the end of the turn anyway. Cool. Alright, Tear. Good luck, buddy. Well, we got what we wanted.
I will survive.
Which was Divine Shield. Alright, I'll put more big stuff in the deck. That'll fix the problem. Hey, we have Abatus. A little bit late, buddy. Little bit late, buddy.
I will not forsake you. Be reborn in my image.
I will survive.
Slightly overboard on the size.
In my defense, actually, as well for this deck, it actually didn't perform as poorly as I thought it was going to. It just happened when up against Blood Death Knight. So they've healed a shit ton and now gain up 30 armor. It actually put out pretty decent damage.
Action. Act. Perfection.
Right. I need you, Tyr, to do some pretty good work here. We probably should have quality first. Yes.
All are equal under the light.
That is pretty lucky.
To scale!
Sadly, nothing in the deck.
Act. Perfection.
Don't test me, child.
Minor misplay, don't worry about it.
Open your mind.
I forgot I wasn't going to get the fountain at the end of it.
I'm running out of time.
No minions in the deck. Okay.
Get down and get funky!
Hold then. I'd rather protect the Divine Shield right now. We lose to Soul Stealer, but we did last turn, I think.
Your souls belong to the king.
Alright, he had it all along. He missed lethal. It's fine, it's a work in progress. You know what? Let's not actually start the scoring yet. Let me work on this a little bit. And then we'll go for realsies. Because this one is actually going to be a very difficult balancing act. Okay, we don't want to put Silver Hands in our deck. I think we'll just accept that we're going to put a weaker minion in the deck. You got to see Vacation Planning one time. It's out. In instead is going to be Serpent. That is acceptable. I think already I've accepted that the Bungar strategy is probably not the best idea. Let me drop Mining Casualties as well, because that also puts some bad stuff in the pool. We'll throw in... what's his name? The bot. We'll throw in Annoyer Troop or 2 in here. And we'll lean more into Kangor. I definitely ran out of stuff there. Also, the lead dancer can pull out Annoyer Troop. It can hit Dungar, but let's make this deck less focused on Bungar, because I think Bungar in general is going to be pretty bad. Also, no, we'll stick with this for now. I think this is a little bit better. And actually, if we're going to do all of this, we should also have you in a better mode. Alright, Bungar focus removed. We are now more of a Kangor type of deck. Maybe a little bit less good in the early game. I think Whack-A-Know's earned itself another test. Let's see how this works now. This might be too many minions, but... Also worth remembering in that last game, I know the deck didn't work, but... or fully work. I did get my Bungar interrupted, which is a little bit unfortunate. Right. The great evil of Hearthstone.
You asked for it.
You know what? Actually, fuck it. We'll call that 0-1. I didn't make that big a change to the deck. We're going to need to keep equality. Amateur should probably go back into the deck. Tear should probably also go back into the deck. That'd be something we're going to play later. I really need, like, Equality, Consecration, Uther's Gift. Kangor is actually pretty good. I think Kangor would be something as well I would have kept in the mulligan. Now I just need you to not perform the combo on turn 1.
Job's done.
It's Elemental Mage, it's not the Great Evil. We definitely shouldn't push the button. We might not have actually got an awful chance this deck. If Kangor hits Pipsy, we've got some realistic opportunity here to win this. Bad 1-drop, please.
Reality.
Okay. Pretty weak for that deck. I passed 3 turns. I'm playing AFK. Paladin. Okay, that's a pretty good one, but it's also good for me because it's slow. I want the game to be as slow as possible. Lay down the law. Can you just go away? Okay, my hand is actually cooking now. We don't have Consecration yet. We won't worry about it. We have Consecration if we want it. Is this Consecration time? It probably has to be, right?
I purify my enemies.
Don't need that still. And I'm going to intentionally not draw this time, because I don't want to. The difficulty in this matchup is going to be fitting Kangor into the sequence, because it's basically 5 mana do nothing for a turn. Now is the time to fit Kangor, I think. That's a pretty slow turn for my opponent. Well... okay, pretty slow turn. Discover weapon first. Probably not going to take Blood Claw. I'll take the Maul.
The light bends.
Again, Kangor could be bad here. It could hit Grillmaster. I appreciate that. There's like 3 really good gets, 1 not great get, and then 1 pretty bad one. The Grillmaster is the not very good one. That is also a pretty bad outcome to get Silver Hands from the Maul. I guess I should have just taken Overkill hand buff something.
Nice to meet you.
Imagine not freezing Kangor there. Imagine hitting the worst possible outcome. It's fine. Do I want to finally kill this thing? Yeah, probably at this point I do.
The light bends. Oh, yes.
Go get him, Kangor. Eventually we'll hit something good. We might even get Dungar. We might see Dungar. Unironic Dungar incoming, maybe? No, it's guaranteed.
Are you not entertained?
I will be in 2 turns. I will be very entertained in 2 turns. I can't believe the trade... Okay, they're not trading the Dungar. The Kangor. I'm going to mix Kangor and Dungar, or Bungar, up all the time. Okay, a quality trade. Into the 8-8, obviously.
Light guide my patience.
I could Sanctizel to make sure I don't hit Sanctizel, but I don't want to hit Dungar. Please don't hit Dungar. That's all I ask.
All are equal under the light.
I can live with it. Alright, opponent, you're about to see something very spicy.
I'm running out of time.
Open your minds to the light.
Alright! That was a good old Kangoring. Do I actually have minions in my deck? I do. So Bungar isn't going to be very good here. It's only going to hit Grillmaster and Serpent. Well, I guess we just go for it.
Nice to meet you.
Cease your quarrel at once.
Picture the adventure of a lifetime.
Insignificant.
It's time to raise the stakes.
This is so stupid. Alright, Amatus is gone. Well done, opponent. You've got rid of one of the great evils. I actually could play the Maul as well fairly soon if nothing else dies. 4, you are 5. 4, 19, 22.
You were great out there.
Don't test me, child. Insignificant. Your destination awaits.
Maybe the greatest victory in Hearthstone we've ever seen. 1-1. That's the one we're gonna get. All it required was one of the worst starts I've ever seen for Elemental Mage.
Versus Talonge.
Please don't be a control deck.
Vengeance for the fallen. All will shine on the dance
I think
floor.
Grillmaster's worth keeping. I actually think Divine Brew is also worth keeping. The other flip side of this deck is it might just always be worth hard mulliganing for Kangor. Perhaps that is actually the optimal play. Because realistically, the deck is better performing if I use Kangor than Dungar. Ah, it's an aggro deck. Well, I'm glad I got the Divine Brew. Kind of what this is here for.
I will survive.
I believe, by the way, this is a Pain Priest deck. It's kind of got a Zooey opening. But they normally run out of stuff eventually. And I'm kind of a control deck. Kind of. I'm supposed to be a control deck.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master.
I'd rather that not live, to be completely truthful. I'm very slightly concerned by what they're doing with that. I don't believe I can kill it, though. So I'm going to have to just leave it.
It's time to raise the stakes.
I can kill it next turn now. You know what? I think actually Grillmasters should be dropped now. I should just play another lead dancer and then something else. As much as I like 4 mana, draw 2 cards, when it doesn't really tutor specifically for Dungar anymore, it is a bit weaker. Like, and by a bit, I mean considerably weaker. Because then I'm pulling off cards that I want to cheat out with. Pipsy, or whatever she's called, Pipsy instead.
Time is slipping away.
Consecration would go kind of crazy right now. Or Equality. Actually, no, Equality wouldn't help. Wait, does it still work? No, I don't have the mana for it. Consecration does clear most of the board. Wait, no, it does work, because I just lay down the Lord of 2/6.
I purify my enemies.
Priest Hunter, you're going to regret the day that you queued into Control Paladin.
I can tell your future before it even happens.
Ah. Very very good. Narain. 4 mana, 4/4. Very good card. Oh, there's a quality. So, what has died for me? Oh, shoot, you're putting worms in my deathrattle pool. I could get Worm Grillmaster back if I was really desperate. I don't feel super desperate. I think I just pass this turn. No, I don't. I think you put Divine Shield on, then you pass your turn. Okay, your weapon cheats out 1-drops. Very good. Oh my god, it's Astral Automaton. I didn't expect it.
May have gone slightly overboard on the size.
Let's see if you cheat more than I do. Probably shouldn't trade that, opponent. The only sad thing here is that Ziliax is not going to be pulled out by Pipsy. It's one of my nice lifesteal cards. Holy shit, trade. I beg of you, trade. Trade! My opponent's like, hang on a minute. If I don't trade, then he's going to trade into me next turn. But if I do trade, I lose the game.
Time is slipping away.
It's a cube amalgam. Very cute. Alright. Do I equality first? Probably. Well... I will. I probably won't need it much after this.
I will not forsake.
I misplayed.
Just
Order.
don't panic.
Open your
Fine.
minds to the light.
I only missed 3 attack. Holy shit, I giga misplayed. I should have played a minion on top of it as well. Alright, whatever. I only missed 5/5 in stats.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Whatever. It's too slow. Too slow. Bungar, Bungar, Bungar.
Cease your quarrel at once. Oh!
Picture the adventure of a lifetime.
No! I didn't realize that if you did have board space, you'd mill it. Whatever. I don't need Kangor at this point. It actually isn't a bad overdraw. Really? I didn't think that's the way that worked on Summon X cards. I thought if there was no board space, you just didn't get the 3rd summon. I didn't think it actually just destroyed the card. Of course they have Yogg. I should probably consider putting Yogg into this deck, funnily enough.
By the light of the mirror.
That's pretty good for me, I'm not going to lie.
It is good to see you.
It's pretty good for me. Okay. We just need to be chill now. They probably have Amanthul in the deck is the last, like, spooky thing. I mean, if they're running, whatchamacallit, Yogg, they're definitely running Amanthul. It's actually way more mid-rangey than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really hyper-aggressive, but it wasn't. Also, that missing amalgam, all the parrots, has been actually very useful for me. We could have gone into a tricky situation if they had giant amalgams coming, but... Oh my god, they're gonna get a Yogg back. Alright, never mind, Yogg's back. Why, is the question.
Time is slipping away.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Well, it's going to be expensive at quality consecration, sadly.
All are equal under the light. I purify my enemies. I am grateful. It is good
Realistically,
to see you.
well, actually, I could corrupt the Libram. You know what? I'll humor it.
It is good to see you.
You don't have lethal from here. I refuse to believe you have lethal from here. Pretty annoying, actually. I'll give him that. That's annoying. Oh, I didn't draw the thing any turn. Alright, I need them to not have Amanthul in hand. That's my only win condition now. Hey, back to full health. Don't generate Yogg. Actually, I don't think you can generate a Titan, can you, from anything? Oh my god! Okay, I'm glad that we have health. This is fine.
Time is slipping away.
Tears will generate me another Zilliax, and I'll just put it up as a wall. That's a hard throw for my opponent if they don't kill the 1/1s. Like, an egregious hard throw. Yogg's in the box, but I can't play it this turn.
Slightly overboard on the size.
By the light of the mirror ball.
Oh yeah, it doesn't generate
It's good to see you.
non-class cards, right? I'm dumb. Okay, I deserve to lose now. Because I have no minions in my deck, so this does nothing.
At least I have chicken.
Alright, well played, opponent.
I must concede.
I also actually forgot Amethyst didn't die. It got put into the box. Alright, give me a second. YouTube and Twitch, I just need to the bathroom for a second. Right, let's do a small change, I think. We're actually getting there. This might not be as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's still pretty scuffed. Did I just do? Did I copy a deck by accident? Didn't mean to. I think there's less use of the Grill Master now. I actually wouldn't mind Yogg in this deck as well. So let's throw Yogg into the deck. I do have all the 9-drops now, which, again, keeps making the Grill Master worse and worse. And actually, if there's any reason for me to replace Grill Master, I probably would take it at this point. What did I just do? I think I didn't do anything. Yeah, I didn't. I hit Kangor and stopped. Maybe we just throw in a Living Horizon. Because I'm probably going to have a fairly big hand. Alright. Oh no, I took Grill Master out of the deck. That's the card I hit. It's actually not bad. I think that is a worthwhile change, taking Grill Master out. It is another Taunt Divine Shield minion to hit with Pipsy. Maybe something I can play a bit earlier. Alright, let's try and put a Living Horizon in the deck. I think at this point, I might be willing to get rid of Lead Dancer as well. Although, the more and more big stuff I put into it, the more and more like, fuck's sake, I just keep hitting cards. The more and more likely is to hit Kangor. What did I just remove? Amethyst, was it? It was not Liadrin. What did I just hit? I removed the card that I didn't see. Uh-oh. It was Tyrion. So, what does it hit now? I guess it is Dungar as well. Alright, Lead Dancer, you had your chance. You're out. Let's go with this. So if I don't play any cards, when can I play this at the earliest, I suppose? Depends on which turn I start on. 2, 3. It's turn 4, right? So I could see this like as a 4 play. Giggity. Or maybe we'll try 1. Let's try 1 and do something else. In theory, Cold Feet should also be pretty good, so I'll try Cold Feet too. Just to slow people down. It's a pretty good answer versus Big Spell Mage as well. Just to interrupt around turn 5. So they can't King Tide or Skylar.
Cariel versus James.
And look who we have here.
Knowledge is power.
The only
Shine on the dance floor.
matchup we've won. A mage. It wasn't Big Spell Mage, but it was a mage. I like the fact that I just put Living Horizon in the deck to help me in the early game and just instantly mulliganed it. I will say I think this is a better hand, but...
What do you seek?
Are you ready to dance?
Oh my god, it's Elemental Mage again. I'm going to lose it. We have a quality consecration. Let's just slow down the damage I take. If they want to use 1 mana to... sorry, 2 mana to do 1 damage to ping me, they can. I'm fine with that. So Conk doesn't do anything on its own. We have a quality consecration next turn. I honestly think we just stop another 2 damage incoming, maybe. And wait for coin a quality consecration.
Pressure builds. Magma rises.
Old school Paladin.
All are equal under the light. I purify my enemies.
Now, if I want to do a quality consecration again with Uther's Gift, I need 7 mana. But hopefully Sanctazel can get me a little bit further. Okay, we could do with something, a minion of some variety. Alright, I should have been more specific. I needed Kangor, I think. I might have to push the button here. Because I can't afford to let that climb too much. That's my last drink, sadly.
All are equal under the light.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, pretty expensive turn. Guess I'm glad I protected the 4-1 as well, to some degree. You know what? I'm beginning to wonder, actually. That Dancer might have some merit in the deck. Because I can just hit it with Sanctazel to trigger it. Same with Pixie, for that matter. Wow, greedy.
I purify my enemies.
And it's almost all of my AoE, God.
Put your faith in the light. Don't test me, child.
Alright, Mage. It's time to duel. We're in my territory now. I have lethal on board as well, in case you're not aware, Mage. You have to ping the 4-1. Or try and generate a freeze.
Don't use your head.
Don't do it, Khadgar. No blizzards. That's Ice Barrier. So I don't have lethal anymore. I forgot I couldn't rush that again. It's fine. If I ever need the 3 damage, we get 3 more damage. And actually, on the Khadgar turn... Oh, they did play an elemental. Never mind. Cool. Getting closer. Still lethal.
You were great. But you win.
I still had lethal. It was only Blizzard actually that saved them. But Khadgar doesn't know where he's bread buttered, let's put it that way. I know I keep changing the deck, but I think we make a small change. I've actually come to the conclusion again that Lead Dancer's fine. And I actually think the Living Horizon is not going to be good enough for this deck. So where's the Lead Dancer? Get back in here, Dancer. Of course, as well, it's Bungar's Dancing Paladin. We have to have a dancing entourage. Otherwise, what are we doing? I think 1 is fine. Sanctizel hits the Lead Dancer. It basically can shoot out anything in my deck that is 7 or less. Also, it means it comes back with Tears, and I'm currently getting to the point where not a lot of stuff will come back with Tears, as we found out in another game. It's probably Egg. No. This actually might be spooky. Like, seriously spooky for me. I'll actually keep everything here. Hammer of Wrath, funnily enough, actually might be one of the odd ones out. There's a reason why I've only got 1 in the deck, and I don't think it's particularly a good card.
Solves any problem.
We want Light's Justice, I think, here. Somewhat bizarrely, it doesn't put stupid stuff in my death pool. It'll trade into that happily. This is some sort of mean deck, apparently.
I will survive.
By the way, this is a 10 damage weapon for 2. That's pretty... Actually, not even for 2, for 1. That's pretty good.
Do you have anything to declare?
Oh, I wanted to coin Kangor next turn. Actually, we still could.
I will survive.
I'll just kill it. I didn't want to draw Dungar. I don't want to Kangor into Dungar. That is not the winner's choice.
My hand is too full.
The light bends. Sweet moves.
I need you to not hit Dungar if they trade it. It's a 50-50 on winning or losing the game.
I love a little fiddle.
I think they got Freezing Trap. I mean, I have to go for it, right? Because I'm going to lose otherwise. I'm literally dead on board.
Dance off.
Alright, Hunter. The luckiest draw of all time. Wow. They couldn't have got better. $13.
You were great. I will survive. I must concede.
Okay. Unironically, I think that was just unlucky. Lucky for them and unlucky for me. If we generated a quality at any point, or a card that could generate a quality, we could have dealt with it. And then they generated the 2 secrets that would have countered it anyway. So, I don't know.
Versus the Thunder King!
This is not my first guerrilla war.
Alright, now Uther's gift shows up when, you know...
Shine on the dance floor.
I probably... Well, I do need it in this match. I was going to say when I don't need it, but I probably will do. Shaman is almost certainly an evolved deck, so I'll need some sort of AoE clear. Or it's a huge value deck. I actually don't know which one I'd prefer. I probably should prefer the evolved deck, but...
Job done.
That could still fuck me up a little bit. Alright, it's the evolved deck. I passed turn 2. Your move, Shaman.
I'm flying.
So I need 4 mana to play Consecration. Is the 2/2 good enough to kill here? That actually might be true. As sad as this is. It's only removing 3 damage off the board, right? No, 4 damage off the board. Yeah, it's removing 4 damage off the board. Actually, does it do every pirate or every other? Yeah, it's friendly pirate. Okay.
Package type for treasure transport.
So I can kill that, but I don't think I should. I think I need to save my Consecration for something better. Holy moly, my draw has not been good this game. To be fair, I guess that's the weakness of this deck. My draw isn't going to be consistently good, because I'm really, like, top-heavy. Okay, I need a miracle.
Package type for treasure transport.
I need to somehow draw both Equality and Consecration on my next draw. I'll take Consecration now.
I purify my enemies.
Still taking 8. And I can't kill the 5/3 with Consecration next turn.
Oh, good hit. My turn.
You were great out there.
Alright, didn't draw any of my pieces. It's fine. They had the best draw they possibly can have. I have the worst draw I can possibly have. Not quite true, but it's pretty close. I think we stick at this a little bit longer. I don't think I can make it much better from here. Because to tell you the truth, I can't really put any more control cards in the deck because they just don't exist. I could put another Hammer of the Wrath in the deck. But that's about it.
Let us celebrate a new beginning.
All all will shine on the dance
I'm gonna
floor.
keep my entire hand. It's probably like one of the few situations where I would. A quality consecration is pretty good against the... at least one of the waves. And Cold Feet is good to interrupt it. Alright, it is Big Spell Mage. It's not Shaman for a change. Interesting that they were so happy to burn the coin there. It's fine. We can recover.
Muzzle their magic.
One dose solves any problem.
I'm approaching a point where I might just have to consecrate. I believe we shouldn't, though. I think we should just Astral Serpent. The sure it removes 7 damage off the board, but... is that good enough? I guess is the question. That might change things slightly.
I purify my enemies.
A limited time offer.
The light bends.
The counter to the waves. So they drew that on turn 3, right? No, they coined this, didn't they?
Old and wise.
Crinton,
It is
thanks for the
true I am
subscription.
old.
Much appreciated. Hold it. No. Look, they're going to trade it for me, and then I'm going to get Pipsy. Close enough.
The light bends. To my sweet moves.
Ah, you were saying thanks for the Peglins. Much appreciated. I will be pivoting to some Peglin fairly shortly. Probably within like the next 45 to 50 minutes. But yeah, Peglin is a fantastic game. I've been enjoying it immensely. Quality Consecration isn't great here. I probably shouldn't do a Quality Consecration. Could play another Kangor. I'd really like the lifesteal is the thing.
Is here.
So I think I'm going to burn a Consecration just to make sure I get the lifesteal. I know the trade is bad, but...
I purify my enemies.
To scale!
I should probably hide Sanctazel. Probably means I should do the 2/2s first. Probably should mean, am I playing another minion this turn? I am not. I could draw 2 though. No, I think I just give my other minions 2/2.
Open your mind.
And chill. I'm pretty certain making my opponent just not be able to play minions isn't the best choice. I'd rather slowly get the value out. Oh, they're only gonna do 2 damage though. Wow. Ziliax lived. Whoop the daisy. Right. I think that is a play. My next question is, do I turn those into 2/2s or do I draw 2 cards? I think I draw 2 cards.
I can't play that.
I can't because it's frozen. I always forget that is a mechanic.
The light is resistant to my sweet moves.
Just keep harassing them. As long as you live through, like, the cheating out 4 Tsunamis play, that deck is actually, like, pointless. It has no other finisher. So all we need to do is outlast them, and we're golden. Great. You know what? I steal it with Yogg. It's actually a pretty good minion for the Tsunamis. Right, Yogg, I need you to not kill my board, please. Well, I'll let you kill Kangor. If you want to kill Kangor, kill Kangor. Don't kill the rest of them, though.
Hope is an illusion.
That's actually pretty good. Ah, Kangor, you're crazy. Kangor? Yogg, you're crazy. 2 Kangors is crazy. Yes! I knew it. Kangor is the answer to Tsunamis. Alright, since I've mixed and matched the deck a little bit, let's keep going with this formula for now. Alright, just... Do I hard mulligan for Kangor? Is that the actual correct play? Never mind, don't need to.
All will shine on the dance floor.
Okay, I'll keep Hammer. We don't want Dungar with Kangor. That is kind of what we want, though. Kangor to hit Pipsy. Chef Kiss.
You don't pick the
Alright, it's Big Spell Mage again. I pass. I think coin Kangor is actually the play, by the way, so we're going to be fairly chill right now. Why did you play your 1-cost spell? The whole point is that you're going to switch a Rooney it. Unless they have a coin generator. One of the funny things for my deck in the matchup with Big Spell Mage is I don't play a lot of early minions, so they can't swing with the weapon into my minion and kill it. Okay, there is some pretty good stuff in my hand to get Kangor now. Some less good stuff as well, but generally speaking, pretty good.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
And we win the game. Good luck, Mage, because I think the only way you can beat me now is to steal this. I could kill this if I want to. Am I desperate to kill it myself? Not that much, to be completely honest with you. Maybe I am, actually. Well, I'm not desperate to kill it, sorry, that's not the right term, but the trade with Sanctizel is pretty nice here. Actually, no, it isn't. It's not that good. It's pretty bad. Fuck it. We'll cold feet them instead.
Dance off.
If you want to trade it, be my guest. Okay, so they cast a 6-cost spell, drew a 10-cost spell, so they have Tsunami in hand. Wow. 6 mana 1/1. Oh, everyone says Big Spell Mage is scary. Right. It's go time. I think I trade into the 8/8. Because Sanctizel can trade into the 1, give 3 to any minion in my hand and kill it. The only result is not great to make that trade is Amethyst, but that's the least likely. Well, it's as least likely as all the other ones. It's more likely I'm going to hit something not Amethyst. Like that. Only downside here is that I can't rush Sanctizel again. Well, I could, but I don't think I will. I'll just keep it up as a 3/6. I'd like to hide it. At the very least, if they Tsunami this thing, it's going to eat 2 of the Tsunami hits. Okay. Very lucky. I think they got the perfect clear as well with the star power. I think if it, like, hit one of the other ways, it wouldn't have cleared, but whatever. Alright, just keep putting Kangors up.
I will survive.
And just make the Tsunami not very good. Oh, nice. They're using Robocollar. What did he dial? So they're going to get Sunset Volley. And I'm going to get Amethyst. Very good. I'm pretty certain that reduce to 2 is the correct play here. Into a Consecration.
I purify my enemies.
Into another Kangor. Very good.
My hand is too full.
Oops. You've lost Norganin. I do respect putting Norganin in your deck, though. Are you using the same list I was? You're not, but... I think there's some merit of Norganin in that deck. Not a lot, but there is some. Okay, not the greatest things with lifesteal so far, but whatever. You know what? I don't trust you, Yogg.
Hope is an illusion.
And that is why I don't trust Yogg.
The light bends to my sweet moves.
I will survive.
My hand is too full.
I'm very low on minions in deck, but Dungar is going to be pretty bad.
Fake gold.
My board is wide. I surely live. I live. By the way, opponent, I have lethal, so you sort of have to do something. Okay, hang on a minute.
Gold.
Uh, 9. I need to generate a 4-drop weapon. You have Rush. Okay. I think I have to take the safer route here. Which is to not get this back. Alright, that's what I wanted. Probably shouldn't trade into my deck now, because there's bombs in there. And I'm not going to corrupt Libram anymore, so we'll take a Light's Justice. They've only got 2 Tsunamis in the deck now. They don't really have any more cheat on top of it, I think. Wow, they have the Galactic Projection Orb in the deck. Okay, we might... I think we actually lose this now. That's such an odd card to have in that deck. I do if the 6-7 hits me. Lose this is. One in 4 to lose. 1 in 3 to lose, sorry. Is the correct trade? Okay. You had me going there for a second. You may still have me going, actually. We should probably do a quality consecration. But Tears... Ziliax is also an option. But I can't. No, I can. No, I can't equality consecration. Okay, I've actually got the line.
My sweet moves.
That's really fucking annoying.
Cease your quarrel at once.
Running out of time.
Hopefully I live through. Oh my god, as if. Draw 3 bombs? Okay, I did draw 3 bombs. I mean, I lose the ping now. I feel like that was such a low percentage outcome. Again, I thought I could hit Ziliax, but I can't hit Ziliax. Maybe that was the actual normal percentage outcome. Now that I think about it. No, I messed up. I've realized what the line is. The line was to Divine Shield my Sanctazel, so that I could get it to go into form, then Sanctazel the Kangor to give me 4 lifesteal back. And then it would have summoned a minion from my deck with lifesteal. I mean, I think I would have still died because I got hit by double bomb, but it was certainly the wrong line. Alright, I need to get it out of my head that I can get Ziliax back with Tears. I don't know why I keep thinking I'm going to get Ziliax back. It's not possible to get Ziliax back.
Cariel versus Hamu.
You want Sanctazel, though.
Death is nature's way.
Okay, a druid.
On the dance floor.
I suspect this is an awful matchup for me, so I don't expect to be going whatever I am. What am I right now? 3 and 5. I don't expect to be going 4 and 5. I suspect they outvalue me. Especially when they play a 1-mana 3/2 with an upside. Still not being nerfed, by the way, this card.
Job's done.
Alright, try and get a Kangor, please. Okay, no Kangor. So we're basically just playing this as an ultra-fair matchup right now.
The end is coming.
Doomsayer is counterplay to Big Spell Mage, by the way, in case you're wondering why there's a Doomsayer in my opponent's deck. The question here is, do I kill it? I think the answer to that is we don't. We just leave it. Don't want Silver Hands. I guess I want Silver Sword, but that's really expensive. Maybe I do want Blood Claw. No, we do want Blood Claw. Well, I can Divine Shield my face, so I don't take the Blood Claw damage. I feel like 8 cost is going to be too much. I'm hoping this isn't a Highlander deck. If it's Highlander, I definitely can't beat it. Because I'll lose to Reno eventually. Oh, 6 mana, gain 3 mana crystals. Cool. Also very fair. My hand is so bad. I have none of my cheat cards. Clockhammer is the right play, but I guess I'm just going to throw away Cold Feet because I can't play anything else. No, I could. I could use the Bloodclaw and just swing. I do take 5 damage for the pleasure, though.
I will survive.
I think we just swing, because I'm going to break it with Coghammer fairly soon. I might even break it next turn.
You're merely a pawn for the puppet master.
Right, that I will kill. We will do it the inefficient way.
All are equal under the light.
3, 7. Unironically, I need to draw Dungar. Dungar is the win condition now. It's his time to shine. I bunked you into this deck, Dungar. And honestly, you have been a bit of a Bungar for the entire session. Okay, we can't win. It's Highlander.
I will not forsake you. Cease your quarrel at once.
I will survive.
I wasn't willing to take 2 more damage to the face. I'm a little bit too low. It doesn't matter, because I now know that Reno's coming at some point. I can't outvalue Infinite Dragons either.
All will bow beneath the shadow of my
Interesting. What did he lose? Doomkin and Malfurion's gift. That feels like a good outcome for them. If they lost Reno, maybe there was a chance again.
action. Act. Perfection. Insignificant.
Relaxation for all, and all thanks to me.
Wow, was Marin in the hand? I think it was. I don't think that was a top deck. I think that was second from the right. They risked losing Marin. I mean, I'm going to make that trade, opponent, so...
Insignificant.
I will survive.
I should also swing with the weapon as well, because Tyrion is going to be on board fairly soon. My problem right now is Lead Dancer is going to hit Dungar. I already know it. It's a 1 in 4 right now to hit Dungar. And it will straight away hit that Dungar.
Stay alert, my children.
Alright, 0 mana 3/4. Good. Actually, that was really good. No, it wasn't. That was... My opponent misplayed. It was actually a -4 3/4. How was that the right play? Losing 2 minions when you could have just hit it with the button. Like, you had heal in hand. Why did you not just hit me with the face? It's gonna be Dungar. I just know it.
Disco fever.
It takes
Picture the adventure of a lifetime.
by the light of the mirror ball.
I hate you. I hate you.
I will survive.
Alright, if we can get Pipsy, Pipsy would at least give me 3 cards, I think. Oh no, it wouldn't. It don't give me 2.
I bring life.
Okay. I think that's a quality consecration again. That's enough stats.
All are equal under the light. I purify my enemies.
Near misplay.
Your destination awaits.
I will survive.
Fill the skies with a cascade.
10 mana, 5/5. Very good. Why, though? Okay, it's time to play Tyrion.
Put your faith in the light.
I will survive.
Do I want to put myself on 10 health? Probably not.
Your destination awaits.
I will survive.
I guess I could just not trade. That's the other play I could have made there. Actually, I think that was the right play. I should have just not traded. My worry, though, is that I'm going to get Reno'd eventually. And any damage I leave on the board goes into my face. But I guess I'm not even worried about that. I'm basically accepting I'm going to lose the game. Because I will lose after Reno regardless.
Looking for a standoff? Careful.
Because these now don't go into the deathrattle pool either for tears. And how do I recover from this? I need my other Anoyo troop. Or Pipsy. Kangor is not the right answer. Well, I guess it is, because I'm going to play it. This wasn't a bad showing, considering I basically haven't hit any of my combos. Which is always going to make this deck weaker, right? I needed to hit like Sanctazel at some point. I could have done with hitting Kangor earlier. I could have hit Dungar. They've generated Kologan. Wait, that's in your deck.
Shining's only good for smashing.
Just don't panic.
My opponent is misplaying like every single turn. It doesn't matter though. Well, we have to quality consecrate here. It's just the way I leave the Uther's Gift. I guess in this situation I will leave Uther's Gift because
All are equal under the light.
there's actually a chance that I might need it for +4/+4.
Open your minds to the light.
Okay, and Annoyer Troop is here as well now. Yog, it's time, buddy. I need you to show up.
You won't find quite a magically aged cheese.
Do I steal the Ziliax? I probably do, right? Wow, it's actually a pretty good outcome. I'll concede that. I don't know why I'm doing all this. It's so irrelevant. I can't possibly outvalue them. I'm going to run out of cards eventually. There's like no big finisher for me. That could have been a finisher for me had I... If the opponent gets another, like, elemental, just stealing their elementals maybe gets me there. So Tollins is a bunch of CCG, so they've got even more value, basically. More value than I can possibly ever deal with.
Straight from Outland. Perfectly balanced.
Move fast here.
It takes two. I'm almost out of cards.
The light bends. Quicksand. Dance off.
I think I'm approaching the point where I should just start pushing the button. I think I am. I know it'll go into tiers, but... It's like, Pipsy's the last card, and Pipsy obviously doesn't find anything. Oh, funnily, they have Pipsy. I'm glad you lost that. That probably would have hit something.
Do you see what must be done?
Cool.
Straight from Outland. Perfectly balanced.
I'm playing against Demon Hunter from, what was it,
My blades will sing.
2019 or something? I can't even remember what Demon Hunter was. I mean, it was actually the Outlands, but I can't remember how many years ago that was. No taunt. I actually have a... Never mind. I thought we had a route to victory. We don't have a route to victory. Okay. 3 damage. Tear's Tear will give me 3 more guys.
The answer is here.
I'm pretty certain I lose, whatever happens. I think this is the play I have to make.
To my sweet moves.
Open your minds to the light.
I'm running out of time.
I just have to put them within potential lethal range if they can't remove my board. I can't think of another route. And if this board gets lost, I just lose. I'm shocked they haven't killed Amatus yet.
The whispers. I can't resist.
This doesn't help you. You don't have board space for it. I guess they had to play outside cards again. No heal, please.
Overboard on the size.
I'm dead. I can't kill Rin.
Couldn't have done it better
By
myself.
the light of the mirror ball.
What a horrible way to lose.
The light bends to my sweet.
Well, I'm not strictly speaking dead, but I am dead.
Hands off.
I will survive.
Job's done.
I'm running out of time. You were great out there.
Ah, so frustrating.
On your left, you'll see a rare specimen.
The random Demon Hunter cards won it for them. I guess on the flip side, I should probably have cleared off. I should probably have cleared off Altruis, whatever he's called. The guy that does one to all.
What do I do with all these cards?
The end of days is finally upon you.
Couldn't have done it better myself. Couldn't have done it better.
Can you, like,
myself.
end the game? I gave you so much of the benefit of the doubt then. I thought you were just going to instantly kill me. I was like, I'll let him get his achievements. Alright, that'll do it. Funnily enough, Kangor's into Mage, which is what I kind of thought would be a good matchup, is a decent matchup. Into Everything Else is a pretty bad matchup, though, so I wouldn't recommend playing this deck. We went 3-6 in the end. I definitely misplayed one of the games, like, pretty badly. It may not have made a difference in the end result, but it was a poor choice from me. So we could have gone 4-5. Maybe you can improve the list, but I really don't think you can do a lot more to this list to improve it. Well, you could take Dungar out, by the way, because Dungar is actually horrific as a card. So I would probably take Dungar out of the list. Yeah, you're no good. But if you actually, like, look at the early game cards where, you know, I need to survive the early game, there's just not a lot else you can do, right? So I think this is about as good as you can do with this list, even with the hindrance of Dungar. I think if I was going to try and, like, run this again, I'd probably take Dungar out and put another Hammer of Wrath in the deck or something for just a little bit of extra early game Damaggio. Yeah, I think that is it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this YouTube. If you did, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe? Everyone helps me out. I'll see you again next time. Bye!